Welcome to Conversations about Crohn's and Colitis. Today, joining the conversation is Crohn's patient Jake Betzler. Did I do that right? Betzler?
Yep.
And his dad, Jeromy, and Tovah Domenick with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, we're happy to be here.
So tell me, I know Jake is quiet, but when was he diagnosed with Crohn's disease?
He was diagnosed about 3 years ago, and it kind of was a whirlwind. We noticed that he wasn't growing. You know, he was losing weight, and you could see his ribs and his back, and it was just really bad. So we brought him into his general doctor, and she said, you know what, let's just do a stool sample real quick, and we'll do some blood work, and we'll see. And then it was like, bam, we were into the gastro. He was getting his colonoscopy and endoscopy, and it was like, Dr. Aurora was awesome. He came out and he kind of explained everything that was going on, and you know, we were obviously very nervous, and we didn't know anything about it, but he explained it, and he said, if you guys have any time, day or night, just call us and we'll help you through it. And so it was about 3 years ago, and obviously he's it's been pretty successful in his treatments. So
How did you know something was wrong with him, though?
he just wasn't growing. You know, he was kind of stunted in his growth, and you know, his younger brother was almost as big as him, and so he just got a little nervous. And our doctor, luckily, she just was very vigilant. We've gone to the same doctor for years, and she noticed it as soon as we walked in. She's like, this isn't right, something's wrong here. And so she kind of took the lead, and we held on and followed her all the way through it into where we needed to go. So now we go to the Children's Hospital for his infusions. He gets those every 6 weeks. So it's been pretty interesting, to say the least.
So, as a parent, when you hear the words, "Oh, my son has Crohn's disease," what did that do to you? Did you know what it was when you heard it?
We've heard of it, you know, but we didn't know what it was. You know, we had no idea, and even still, we've been involved with this for, you know, dealing with this for 3 years. We're still not 100% sure of everything, because it's kind of it's ever evolving, and the treatments are ever evolving, and just. The last time we were in there, our nurse asked us if we were going to do rapid Remicade, which we didn't know we could do as an adolescent. So now that he can, they've been doing it for a little while now at the Children's Hospital. We're kind of excited about that, because we don't have to spend all day in the hospital now, you know, because he goes every 6 weeks. So we're pretty excited about that.
And he seems to take. How are you feeling?
Good.
A man, a few words, but were you scared when you heard that you had Crohn's disease?
Yeah, because I've never heard of it before, and I thought that it was like, I know I could die from it, but I didn't know that, I thought like it would, just like, I thought it would, like it was guaranteed that I would die, or like something like that.
Oh, did you think the same thing too? No,
we knew that people lived with it, because, you know, we've seen it, but it was just terrifying, you know, and actually that's the first time I've ever heard him say that, so that's how, I mean, I'm emotional now, because it's pretty amazing to hear him say, because he doesn't really talk about it too much. You know, he lets mom and dad do all the talking for him, because he'll talk to us about how he's physically feeling, but you know, and he'll say if he's having a good day or a bad day or whatever. But you know, to have him hear him say something like that is pretty moving. So
it is hard. I mean, like, I feel bad for you. I mean, because that's not something that a kid should have to face.
No, it's not fair.
Do you ever talk to your friends about it? Do people ever ask you what it is?
No, not really. I don't really tell anyone. Or like, I've told a few of my friends that I've known for years, but not really like anyone I like meet. I don't tell them. I'm not really open about it.
It's hard. It's really hard. I can't imagine having Crohn's and going to school. Is that tough, going to school with Crohn's?
Yeah, because...
Do you ever get tired, or you know, having to rush to the bathroom? That's
yeah, it's kind of weird, because everyone notices that you go to the bathroom more than everyone else, and...
You know, when he first got it, it was a big problem. But now that he's been on his new medicine, on Remicade, it's been a lot better. And you know, school was kind of hard for him, because it was hard to sit still. You know, he's constantly fidgeting because he doesn't feel right, and mornings aren't very good for him. He tends to be better, you know, that mid-morning. So getting up for school is a pain, and So he recently started doing online school. He still goes to school a couple days a week, but we try to make it where when the days that he feels good, those are the days he can go, because we don't want him to miss out on that social aspect too, of just being a regular kid. You know, he can go to school and meet his friends or get help from teachers, but online schooling has been very beneficial for him, because he can do it when he feels good. You know, we still make him do it every day, but but he can do it at his own pace.
Tovah, tell folks about the pediatric support group.
Sure. Well, the pediatric support group is a great opportunity not only for the kids to get to know other kids and teens with Crohn's and colitis, but also for the parents to connect with one another. You all go through so much when you first get diagnosed, and maybe some of the parents know of other people with Crohn's and colitis, but still be able to relate to one another in person once a month. It's just a really nice opportunity for those families. So we like to provide that, and they do social outings as well, so it's not always just sitting around a table and talking. It's really like a second family.
Yeah, and you have to join Camp Oasis. That is the fun thing. It's a camp just for kids with inflammatory bowel disease. And when is that coming up? Is that in July?
It's mid-July, yep.
Okay, yeah, you got to do that too. We'll tell folks how they can do that too. But you're taking part in Take Steps, and you have a big fundraiser. Tell us about your fundraiser coming up.
Yeah, March 16th, we're doing a spaghetti dinner, because that's one of the things that Jake likes. I know some people can't eat that who have Crohn's and colitis, but that's one of the things that he likes. So we're doing that March 16th at the Osseo Maple Grove American Legion. We're doing a box auction to raise money, and that starts at 3, and the food will be served from 4 to 7, and then we'll pull the winners after that. But it's just a way to raise money and raise awareness. Crohn's and Colitis Foundation is going to be there with a little table and informational booth, because one of the things is a lot of Jake's family doesn't understand what it is. They know he has it, but they don't understand what it is. And so I thought, well, here's a great opportunity to have somebody who's educated in it and can provide that information to, if people have questions.
Speak about awareness. What would you tell other parents if they find out their kids have IBD?
Do not be afraid to ask questions. Look for help. Again, it was funny because Dr. Rohrs told, don't Google it. Ask us. Look for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Look for people who are educated in it, because things have changed so drastically recently. So but don't be afraid. Ask for help. If you're worried about something, call. Don't be afraid. Just it's okay, and we're going to do the best we can to get our family and our kids the help that they need. So
it's true. And the Crohn's Colitis Foundation Minnesota Dakota chapter has a wealth of resources. Can you tell folks about some of the things that you have going on with the chapter?
Sure, definitely. Well, we always like to say our website is our best resource. Of course, we have lots of great opportunities to get involved locally, but like Dr. Aurora and many other doctors across the country, we like to think our website is the one site that you can go to where it's going to be correct information, it's going to give you all the facts, and it's going to provide help too. So we have all kinds of support resources online. Locally, we have an annual patient education conference that happens early spring every year. We just had it a few weeks ago, but if you're interested, we'll be doing it again next March. And then in terms of our fundraising events, we have the Take Steps Walk to kick us off on June 2nd at CHS Field. So this is a great family-friendly event, a nice community building event where people can come and just have fun and get to know one another. Pretty cool to have our private access to CHS Field. We always have a really fun band and a really awesome MC for the event, so a great opportunity to come out. And then we also have a team challenge program, which Sonia is very familiar with.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, of course.
Slow, but I like to run.
To run or walk, yes. A half marathon. So currently we have a team training to go to San Diego in June. And yes. So if you're interested, we can get more details on that, not too late. And then in the fall, we have a lot of events. We have a flag football tournament at US Bank Stadium in September.
That's really cool.
Yes, a lot of fun.
Play where the Vikings play, so it's awesome.
On the field. And spectators can walk on the field too, so you don't have to play just to be a part of it. And then we have our gala in October at our new location of the Depot. And then we, during Crohn's and Colitis Awareness Week in December, we have Spin for Crohn's and Colitis Cures, which is an indoor cycling event.
Now there's lots of resources with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. We're going to put all that information on our screen. I appreciate you guys joining the conversation. Thanks for coming in and sharing your stories.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.